Namaste and welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is a moment in our day that we pause. We just pause to come home to our bodies, to investigate our breath and utilize this amazing tool that we have here now, always with us. And it's also a time that we come to settle down a bit, just for a moment, taking a brief break in the day to practice mindfulness, This month, I've been working with the awareness around spaciousness, right? The idea of spaciousness. The poet Rumi has a quote that says, "Out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. There is a field, and I will meet you there." So this is a moment that we can maybe let go of our ideas of right doing and wrong doing. I have many of them. Just put them off to the side, just lay them down for a moment and allow yourself to just come here, hands down on your thighs. So take a seat that's comfortable. You can be in a chair today, or you can be down on the ground, wherever you wish, and start to discover just by movement and breath, the spaciousness, or perhaps maybe the lack of there, right? So as I'm kind of moving and stirring my body in my hips, noticing areas that feel particularly open, right? Maybe it's the shoulders today. Maybe you're feeling a bit spacious in the ribs or the lower back. Maybe as you're investigating here, I'm switching directions. You might discover some areas that feel a bit tense. Maybe the hips are feeling tense. Maybe it's the lower back. Maybe it's only the right side or the left side of the body. Just experiment, notice, move into the body and experience the body. Here's where the spaciousness lies. It lies in this moment, in this beautiful breath. So inhale, float your arms up, lift up, create a real spaciousness here in the ribs, just lifting up and out. Let your arm bones soften down in the shoulder socket. Relax your head and neck a bit. And then gently drop the left hand onto the ground and the right arm goes up and over. If you're in a chair, you just grab the side of the chair, reach up and experience. You might spin your chest up to the sky and take some deep breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling. Beginning to let go, right? Up you go, reach. How do we do that in this energy, right? We're really engaging the body, but at the same time, we find a place, right hand down, left arm way up and over, spin your chest to the sky. That place of ease and balance that lies between the efforting, here's the efforting, really moving, and then the ease, the softening, breathing in and out. Inhale, come back up. Tips of the fingers touch. We work a lot with this mudra this particular month. Just the tips of your fingers, that you can energetically feel the space there in the palm of your hands. Let the tips of your thumbs rest against your sternum and create a little space by lifting up and out, shoulder blades down, and really sit back in your body so that the collarbones, the heart is open. You feel the spaciousness there, and the head and neck are relaxed and balanced on top of the spine. See if you can notice that. Keep breathing. And set an intention for this mindfulness practice today around spaciousness. Maybe you would like to bring a little spaciousness into your environment. Maybe it's into your relationships or into a work project or a work relationship. Spaciousness. Just set that intention for this day. Hold it. Take a deep breath in. You can open your eyes and take your arms and push that energy out into the world, right? That spacious energy, that intention. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders. We're going to transition. We're going to come into cat and cow. So you could do that cat and cow standing with your hands on your thighs, or you can stay down on the ground. I'm going to stand down on the ground for a moment here. I'm not working with a yoga mat today, but I do have a blanket to support my knees. Hands down onto the ground, spread all 10 fingers. This is a really wonderful practice, right? Even in your own body, all 10 fingers are nice and wide. Knees underneath you, but there's a sense of opening, of spaciousness in the lower back, and from front to back also spaciousness. So you don't want to have your hands too far back or way forward, but finding a sense of balance, hands underneath you, and start to flow here, looking forward with an in-breath, a big cow face pose. Exhale, round. Can you find the spaciousness even as you bow forward, your chin to your chest, and keep flowing like this? Inhale, filling up. Exhale, let go, let go, let go. So you start to work physically, spaciousness in the spine, feeling these movements from a forward rounding bend into an upward chest opening, heart opening bend. And feel that the spine quite remarkable and quite spacious in its natural state. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, we as humans have a lot of kind of resistance against that spaciousness. We have gravity, actually, just kind of pulling us down into the ground. Keep breathing. We have our habitual movements. Maybe we sit, right? We sit a lot. We do, certainly in this Western culture. So the spaciousness is perhaps kind of challenged on occasion, right? Opening up. Go ahead and float the right arm up to the sky, a big twist here. Lean back if you're on the ground, tuck your toes, and just kind of sit back into the heels of your feet. You're stretching there. Weave that right arm underneath you. If you're standing, it's just a twist here, right hand to left shin, and then let go here, relaxing down onto the ground. If it's available, float your left arm up to the sky, and you can kind of open it up and bend the elbow and wrap it around the back of your waist. Let the head relax. Let your back of your left hand just relax against the back, the lower back area, feeling breath here. In and out. Long spine, open, spacious breath. It's also a really lovely stretch for the right shoulder. I feel a good stretch there, creating some space there. Float that left arm back up to the sky. The left hand goes down. Right hand comes back underneath you. If you're standing, your hands are on your thighs, and start to move again. Cat and cow. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice. Other side, the left arm floats up to the sky. Big stretch. Again, I'm going to sit back on my toes, right? Heels, stretching the bottoms of my feet. As you exhale, go ahead and come forward and turn and twist. That left arm wraps around underneath you. If you'd like to lift the right arm up into the sky, you can do that, and then bend the elbow and wrap it around the back of your waist. The back of the right hand resting just against the rim of the pelvis on the left side, and breathing and filling your body up. So pretend really working with the spaciousness between the effort and the ease. There's this beautiful state. There's a state, that field exists in that sense of balance. Inhale, reach that right arm up and drop the right hand back down. Come back up onto hands and knees, and movement into cat and cow. Deep breathing in, deep breathing out. You can open your mouth and really kind of exaggerate that exhalation. Go ahead and create some space. If you're down on the ground, knees are wide. If you're standing, take a wide-legged stance, and we'll come here now into a really open, spacious child's pose, stacking one hand on top of the other to rest your forehead. If you are standing wide-legged, take a forward bend, keep your knees bent, and breathe in. Breathe out. Nice full breaths into the lower back, into the middle of your back. Open up, deep breath in and deep breath out. Keep the knees nice and wide. Look forward and walk your hands forward. So if you're standing, that same thing will be happening. You bend your knees and walk your hands way forward, using your breath. If your hands don't reach the ground, you can use the seat of your chair as a prop there to pull your hips back and pull your arms forward. Crawl your hands over to the right side and stretch here from the tips of your fingers all the way down to the base of the pelvis and beyond. Good stretch here, opening up. Walk the hands to center and take it to the other side. A good stretch here. Nice deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice. Come back to the center. Come back to the center with your hands. Come up onto your hands and knees. If you're standing, you can walk your feet underneath your hips. And go ahead. We're going to transition from the ground. Lift your hips up and take a downward facing dog. And you can pedal out your feet and stretch and find space there. If you're standing, just come to a forward bend now. I'm moving my blanket off to the side. Keep a space right between the legs or between your feet. Your feet are hips distance, so there's plenty of space there. Let your arms dangle. Let your head and neck relax and just breathe. In order for me to keep spaciousness in my back, I need to bend my knees at this posture to keep an awareness in the pelvic area. It feels like a good stretch right there with my knees bent. Using your breath, go ahead and slowly roll yourself all the way up. So you're coming up slow, you're coming up steady. Arms float out to the side, so there's plenty of space here. Just opening, your palms can be facing up. And breathe in and breathe out. Getting really big, take your arms up, right, in this big, beautiful V position. A little bend in your elbows will help you to open up the chest, keep the belly strong, and then go ahead and step your feet wide, taking a nice wide-legged stance here. Arms are out, the body's in a big X position, so you get nice and big. Take your arms back down in line with your shoulders. Your palms can be facing down, and we're going to do a little twisting. So you could use momentum, just kind of moving the arms from one side to the other. Feel that, feels good in the shoulders, right? A nice stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out. My feet are even a little pigeon-toed here, right? A little pigeon-toed in my feet. You don't want to have them turned out. So you have nice stability through the bottom, right? Through the base, the pelvis, the arms. Using your breath, pause here. Just kind of feel that motion in your body. Exhale, drop your right fingertips down onto the ground, left arm up to the sky, and twist and twist and twist. You can use the seat of your chair if you're here, right, as a prop. The ground isn't nearby. Inhale, come back to a big airplane pose. Now your arms are out to the side. My knees are bent. I have this nice long spine. Left arm goes down and right hand goes straight up into the sky and lengthen through your spine, turning and twisting. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhaling, releasing that right hand back down. Use your breath. Take your arms out in line with your shoulders. Nice, open, beautiful airplane shape. Arms lift, body lifts. Palms are facing up. Float the fingers right up over your head. Tips of your fingers touch. Exhale, go through the midline. It's very intentional. Through the third eye, over your nose, your mouth. Hands, thumbs land right here at your heart. Deep breathing. In and out. Good. We're going to keep the wide-legged stance, and you might even take it a little bit wider. I'm moving my props out so I have plenty of space here. Now make sure you feel safe. I feel safe on the surface that I'm working on. Use your breath. Lift up under the ball of the left foot and turn that left foot out. So spaciousness already in the hips. I feel like my hips are trying to turn with that turned left leg. That's okay. You can come back to center and see if you can start to arrange here, creating space from the waist, from the pelvis all the way up, right through the crown of the head. Lift your arms up. Float your arms out in line with your shoulders and check in with that. Look back at your right hand. Make sure it is in line with your shoulders. It's not too far down or up. And then look over that left hand, bend the left knee, and here now, breathing in, breathing out. So if you can just find a spacious, a slight effort in this posture, right? You feel it. Feel this sensation at the soles of your feet, moving up into your legs. Spaciousness here, this idea of spaciousness, of energy flowing. Inhale, go ahead and straighten that left leg. Float your arms right up over your head. Tips of your fingers touch. Arms lift up a little higher. Lean over to the right side. Now that left leg is straight. Lean over to the right side. Come back to center. Open the arms. Coming into a Trikonasana, I'm going to hinge at the waist. So this left knee is nice and straight. The left hand comes down, and then the gaze goes to the top hand. If that's at all uncomfortable for your head and neck, look down for a moment. Draw your chin to your chest, and then maybe start to gaze upward. Go slow to take this nice full breath. This triangle, right? It's a beautiful representation of spaciousness in the body. Deep breathing. Keep your arms as they are. Use your legs and your core and lift the body back up. Perfect. Bring your palms down, turn your palms down, put your hands on your hips, turn that left foot in. Take a moment and shrug your shoulders, interlace your hands back behind your body. You take a loose interlace. If that doesn't happen, hands resting on your hips or on the pelvis is a beautiful, beautiful option. Lean back, open up, and then exhale, down we go. We're going to go halfway for a moment, pause. Collarbones are wide and spacious. I'm bending my knees a little bit. That helps me to find the spaciousness in this lower back. And then exhale, go down, go down, go down. Arms can lift to the sky. So if you don't have the interlace, that's okay. Just lift your arms to the sky. If you have the interlace, try to soften the shoulder blades together and breathe deep. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep the arms as they are. You're using your breath. Press down into the legs, come up halfway. Deep breath, float the arms out to the side, big airplane. Right hand down, left arm opening to the sky, twist. Exhale, left hand down, right arm opening up to the sky. Exhale, both hands down, put your hands to your hips, and then gently rise up. You can keep your head down on the way up. Beautiful. Work your stance, maybe separate your legs a bit more, be generous with this. Lift up onto the right foot, turn the right foot out. Float the arms in line with your shoulders. Look at them. Are they really there in line with my shoulders? Go ahead and bend your right knee. Push down through the outer edge of your back foot and feel here. Maybe this side feels a little different. Maybe you're a little tighter or looser on this side of the hip. Make sure the knee tracks right over your heel and breathing deep in and out. Here's that field of spaciousness we talk about, the effort. There's a lot of effort here, right through the tips of the fingers. And then see if you can melt into it, relax into that effort. Virabhadrasana 2. This is a warrior shape. Breathing. Go ahead and straighten the right leg. Float the fingers right up over your head. Lift yourself right out of your pelvis. More spaciousness. Lean back. Lean over to the left side. Float the arms open and we're floating. I'm hinging at my hip, right? There's a hinge. There's not a rounding there. There's a hinge. That right leg stays nice and straight. That left arm floats to the sky and perhaps the gaze can go with it. Again, work it for your own beautiful body. Maybe the chin comes in and then the head and neck can lift up to the sky. It should feel light. It should feel spaciousness. It should feel spacious there. Keep breathing. Press down into the ground and rise back up. Full of breath. Turn the right foot in. Slip the hands back behind you. If you had an interlace, take the opposite finger on top. Draw your shoulder blades together, lean back, and then empty. You're going to come into the forward bend. Arms reaching to the sky. Let your head and neck relax and deep breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Good. Use your breath. Look forward. Come up halfway. Float the arms out to the side. We'll twist once more. Left hand down, right arm up. Long spine. Exhale. Release that right hand down. Left arm goes up. Nice open space. Exhale. Release both hands. Relax your head. Say yes. Say no. Use your breath with the head just moving it side to side. Roll up slowly, mindfully coming all the way up. Shrug your shoulders. Heel, toe your feet in. Heel, toe your feet in. And stand tall. Feet are underneath your hips. Palms are forward. And a little pause here in spaciousness. Feel right? The strong body, the muscles hugging to the bones, yet there's an ease to this beautiful balance. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Bring your tips of your fingers at your heart. Use your breath. Float the arms all the way up. Exhale. We'll just clear out once, right down the midline. Your hands to your heart. Take a forward bend on the way down. Let go. Let go. Hands release. Come up halfway. Nice full breath. Everything's straight and strong. The back of the legs, the spine. Exhale. Release right back down. Press into the ground. Use your core energy. Float all the way up. Fingertips touch at the top. And then exhale, hands to heart. Carrying that intention with you, we're going to go back down. If appropriate, you could do this in your chair. Coming back down onto the ground. I'm going to sit up on my yoga blanket I have here, and then I have my cushion handy for the meditation portion of this. So go ahead and come down onto the ground or sit tall and comfortable in a chair. And we'll do a little hip opening. Encouraging space there. So reach for your left foot. Reach for your left foot. Give it a little swing. If you're on the ground here, your right foot is underneath you. You're going to stack the ankles to the ankles. If you're in a chair, you could just do this one-legged, right? Just the left ankle over right knee and sink down into this. Now I have to encourage spaciousness here. I have to gently bring that left foot or the right foot underneath. So it's knee to ankle to knee on both sides, the top and the bottom. And then hands back behind you, deep breathing. There's an intensity for most of us to this particular posture. Right? I'm really feeling this today. Keep breathing. But can you be spacious in that intensity? I'm just going to pitch myself forward ever so subtly. I'm not going very far today. Some of you might be able to just melt forward. Today I'm going to go nice and slow, just kind of pitching myself forward, feeling that stretch, gently come back up. Undo with mindfulness. And then let's go and see what happens on the other side. And noticing this side, remembering I'm going to encourage ankle to knee here, ankle to knee. If you're on the ground and this is way too intense, you could always extend one leg and just do one at a time, right? Feel your breath. The teachers really had a sense of this beautiful practice of yoga in the posture, like the physical body being open enough, breathing, being conscious and mindful and still enough, like the ability to sit still even, right? Requires great physicality, Chris, an open hip, an open heart, right? Hips are open, heart is open. And then they're like an invitation, I'm going to just say that, an invitation to the spaciousness and the beautiful mind. And then gently rise back up. Shrug your shoulders. Move the head and neck around. And then gently undo and go ahead and prepare a seat of meditation. I'm bringing my cushion back underneath my hips. I like to be a little bit lifted here. Going to move back to create comfort. I'm going to put my ankles, my shins today on my blanket, taking what they call this pose is a siddhasana. It's like a three-pointed pose, one ankle in front of the other, one shin in front of the other, and just sitting nice and tall in awareness. You can sit up in a chair with your feet directly underneath you, be where you need to be in this moment. Take some deep breaths and let's take that mudra today. Tips of the fingers, just the tips of the fingers are touching. Let your hands rest very softly in your thighs and your lap there, just resting. Spine is spacious, it's upright, right? The head and neck are relaxed and the heart stays open in this. And then you just kind of jump into this moment. And here now, and so whatever is appearing, we started with a beautiful saying, a beautiful poem by the poet Rumi, out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. Out beyond, there is a field. I will meet you there. And this poem goes on a bit. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Just being here, spacious, in the field. And imagine your field. Maybe the field for you is the clear blue sky, or a beautiful gaze over a mountain range, the tops of the mountain. Maybe it's a beautiful lake or the ocean. Using your beautiful mind, your awareness, and even your imagination to find that spaciousness. Visualizing it first there and then moving into that space. That space that exists here and now within. Out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. There's the field. I will meet you there. Into the awareness of your breath now. Feel it and feel it at the tips of your nostrils. Moving into the whole of your body, nourishing and healing your body. Creating light and space, just the movement, the invitation of your breath in and out of your body. Bring your awareness now to the tips of the fingers. Feel the sensation there. And as you inhale, float your arms all the way up to the sky. Keep that mudra as you lift your arms all the way up and return back to your intention of spaciousness for this practice this day. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings, Take a deep breath in and then open the hands and send that beautiful intention out into the world. May all beings be free. May all beings be safe. And may all beings be happy. Bring your hands back together, same mudra, the tips of your fingers, right through the midline, over the nose, the mouth, and your hands landing here, your spacious heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this practice. Thank you all. So great to practice with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I look forward to practicing with you again. Bye.